can't leave, alright, shoot. Tried that already. It's gonna be a great big honk. Honk. But yeah, we're in this level where we're trapped. First thing you do when you're trapped in a new location in this game is search everything. We still don't have Kluke, of course.
Nothing.
But being trapped in places is going to be a theme for a big chunk of the game now. This is the first of, I think, 3 levels that we get trapped in. Sorry, headphone users. And I don't quite know what to make of it as a theme. Particularly in this kind of childlike story. We of course can't warp in and out. We cannot activate this warp device. We are eventually going to get out. We are going to remove the barrier that surrounds the town. This dude is just walking up and down this ramp trying to get to the house that's on top of here, but he can't because of the barrier. The town elder, I think, is trapped on top of the cliff, by the way, because you can't get down from the cliff any other way. But obviously, a town completely encased in a barrier for no apparent reason is a very much fits with the childlike theme. It's just being kids playing Let's Pretend and making up whatever they think of and having that be the next problem. And this and the other environments that we're going to go to be trapped in are a way of kind of reining the scope of the game back in, because we're just in a big journey where we've crossed half the world, and that ended in quite an open area, although there was there wasn't a broad selection of places to go in that open area. It was just this place and some chests. So it's a way of putting the limits back on the domain of play, and you know, I can see why that would be attractive to a game designer, particularly in what's going to turn out to be quite a small world. Like, this isn't the biggest JRPG world ever. Pasture? That's clearly a haystack, translator. Can't go in there yet. I think we can go in there later. But I would guess, actually, one thing that it could be, hadn't thought of this, one thing that it could be, is it could be a way of playing with the idea that, you know, these are kids, if we take it that these are kids playing make-believe, then presumably they're not allowed out of their hometown, or not allowed out of some limited domain around their hometown. So having these locations in which one is trapped, and trapped for a while, could be seen as a way of having parts of the story that respect those limits. That might make for a plausible reading.
Rang.
So Jiro is catching Shu. That's good. That's interesting as well. Oh, poor Pachess child. Apparently been denied a name. I bet I can find something that will break that barrier.
Item.
I've played a video game before.
Nothing. Nothing. Join.
It's not gonna work. That dude in the hood looks really sinister. I want to inspect this last thing. Thank God. Good thing I did too. Crap, now I have to talk to everyone again. That's right, they're now scared of me. I'm nowhere near you. Good grief. And I think I've just managed to get myself locked out of the inn and shop as well. Yup. This is a nice kind of use of the path. Because, like, now, having scoured this area and talked to these people, and talked to this guy, the only place I can go is up that path. He doesn't like me either. So I can see people over there having a conversation. Clearly not very interested in me. Can't leave. Am I supposed to leave? The town's whole deal is you can't leave. And I'm locked out of everywhere. Oop.
なんだ出ていけおっと何すんだ
Yep, let's get out of here. It's interesting too that the story is
Metal.
it's interrupting the exploration so much. That's now twice where,
Nothing.
without being able to check everything that
Nothing.
I would expect or want to be able to check, I've
Nothing.
hit a plot trigger.
Gold. Gold.
I check that rock.
Nothing.
After I get out of here, I should probably walk back to Jibral, warp back to Jibral, and
Nothing.
check my nothing count, because it's probably grown quite seriously.
Nothing.
I can't remember what the top nothing reward is, but there are a lot of nothings in this game.
Nothing.
Not going to go across the bridge quite yet, but I think that's where I actually need to end up,
Nothing.
somewhere out in that woodland.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, through there. Very loose hitboxing up here. But this area isn't actually optional. It seems like it should be. But you have to come here. It's the only place you can go after the confrontation with the giant mecha.
Nothing.
Okay. Look at this cow. That's a sleepy cow. What does the lying down cow say? Sounds like a sensible beast to me. Let's go over the bridge and see if we can find a plot trigger over there. Are these searchable? Ooh, what about the bridge posts? Also no. Well, there's clearly stuff I can head to over there. So let's go this way. A pair of chests out there that are just a clear sign of they can come back here later. Can't search the tree stump. It's nice to have this location where you can see just over the rooftops. Very picturesque. Also, I really like the greenness of everything because I like green as a colour.
Nothing.
I could totally understand if this gave someone a headache just from being slightly too monochrome though. And I can't go around that side of the lake, which is probably for the best. Or get to that rock. Oh, this might be the Elder's house. Oh, so the Elder isn't actually trapped up here, it's just you can't go up this way. So, let's see what the Elder has to say. There's a mysterious door. The maid just glaring at us as we ransack the cupboards. What book have we got? So yeah, the story is taking a turn for the worse in that collection. Turning that side as well. Okay.
Nothing.
And yet the lamps by the door
Nothing.
couldn't be examined.
Nothing. Item. Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Item. Gold. Nothing. Nothing.
Interestingly, the Elder isn't auto-triggering anything as I walk past him.
Gold. Nothing.
He's standing right there,
Nothing.
but
Nothing.
managed to search all the way around behind him without triggering any kind of... There we go.
魔法を使うそうだな。
なんだって？
魔法を使う者は信用できん。
だからなんでだよ。
お前たちの魔法はネネの魔法と同じだ。お前たちネネの手のものだな。 またしても災いをなしに来たのか。
違う違う。俺たちはネネと戦ってるんだぜ。
僕たちはなんだかわからないうちに魔法が使えるようになったんです。決して怪しいものじゃありません。
Convincing,
信じてく
Jiro.
ださい。
本当だよ、本当。マロたちいい人、本
ねねと戦っている？それは本当か？
本当だってば。
信じてほしい。私はジブラル王に仕える傭兵ゾラ。それだけの年輪を重ねたあなたなら、この指輪が表す意味もわかるであろ
ん？ジブラル王家の紋章
Does he
か。
also know it's a symbol of marriage?
わかったかい？俺たち味方なんだよ。
よろしい。皆にはわしから言っておこう。
Okay. He's gone to tell the village to stop locking their doors in my face. Because the villagers all assumed that I was with Nene, which is a fair assumption. Because Nene
Nothing.
does use the same
Item.
shadow power that we do.
Item.
And that
Gold.
reminder of that connection at this stage is very deliberate.
Gold.
Can't go in there. Nothing around here. Why would you have, like, mezzanine all the way around there if you only had one room on the floor? Right, but I'm pretty sure the thing I actually need to do is get through the stone door that's in his house. Maybe someone in town will have some idea about how to do that. It's nice that some thought was put into having space for farming here. I mean, the size of the farming activity is obviously insufficient to feed a small town, but it's nice that there's an acknowledgement that the town must have something local for sustenance. But not sorry about throwing rocks at me. Okay. Now accessory shop.
Nothing. Item. Nothing.
This is a large shop. I hope that means it's got exciting new stock.
Gold. Nothing. Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Nothing. Gold. Nothing.
Pretty generously equipped shop as well. Those are some classy stands and display units.
Gold.
Platinum gear doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. That's actually pretty big loss of HP. What are they all wearing that gives 80 HP as a boost? I do kind of feel like this game wanted an optimize button.
Nothing. 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 Gold. Nothing. Nothing. Gold. 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 Nothing. Gold. Nothing.
I suppose the other thing to mention is it's interesting to see this,
Gold.
and it's going to happen again,
Atom.
being trapped in a town
Nothing.
as a way of turning a town into a level,
Gold.
rather than as using the town in the way the JRPG towns normally are,
Nothing.
mediators between levels. Chip machines hidden in the other's house, eh? Probably need those. Seem to be particularly low on anything. Up here? Apparently not.
Metal.
And we should check in at the inn. There's a sheep tribe person.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh yeah, you're happy to welcome me now? Ah.
Playable. Nothing. Nothing.
I do kind of appreciate having that little playable every time the control returns. It's a helpful touch, just in terms of keeping you attentive.
Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Nothing. Metal. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Nothing. Item.
Can I examine these beds? No.
Metal. Nothing.
Also can't examine the seats.
Nothing.
Definitely worthwhile things in all these paintings.
Nothing.
Any of these paintings.
Nothing. Item. Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Item.
I have a memory of this, like, getting really stuck when I first came to this area. But I think possibly it was just that I hadn't spotted that there was a way up to the Elder's house.
Gold.
The first time I played, I mean.
Nothing.
Obviously, this time, not running into a sticking point so far.
Gold. Gold.
Okay. Now we should go and poke our noses in everybody's house. All of which are quite small by the look of things. That's jolly kind of you, child.
Gold. Nothing. Gold.
There's still a sense that the logic of how these objects are all placed is
Item. Gold.
kind of only halfway there.
Nothing.
Like, they're the kinds of things that would be in a domestic environment, but they're not necessarily placed in any order that would be livable with. You know, that tree would just get in the way.
Item.
And just vases everywhere. Large vases that would be quite expensive.
Nothing.
So again, it's not supposed to be a
Gold.
plausible space in a real world like sense at all.
Item. Item.
Which is why it's okay for us to ransack it.
Nothing.
Can you guess what's going to happen? And again, the beds aren't inspectable. Next, here we go. A farmer's house. Very spacious.
Nothing. Gold. Nothing.
I suppose in an environment like this, farming is pretty important.
Gold. Nothing. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Nothing. Gold.
Sorry, I was distracted by... Ah, yes, the light fitting.
Nothing. Gold. Gold. Nothing. Metal. Gold.
I was not expecting to be able to get into this corner,
Nothing.
actually.
Nothing.
Also, I don't know if this is a Japanese thing. I'm not aware of it as a Japanese thing, but the placement of these beds seems very odd. In that they're miles away from every wall.
Gold. Nothing. Gold.
I can't remember if we met anybody in Jabral who said my mum's trapped or my grandma's trapped in a town in a green barrier up north somewhere. Hi Sam, yes, early today because ESA is doing doing a Final Fantasy 13 2 race, 9 till midnight, which I want to see. And actually that's a really good point about bed placement,
Nothing.
that the it's reminiscent of an RPG, like a retro RPG where you'd have a tile set. The bed might end up miles away from the walls,
Gold.
depending on how your tile set was set up.
Nothing. Item. Metal. Nothing. Nothing. Gold. Nothing. Gold. Gold. Gold.
Sure you did. And here, the beds are back against the walls again. Just when I think I'm saying something clever. How many more SP does Zola need to get her remaining level? 23, okay, so... And then she can be done with White Mage and go back to leveling more interesting things. There's been a lot of XP to harvest in this town, I think. Which is very weird to me.
Item.
The cap on class level, I think, is 99 or 100, but you stop learning new skills around about
Nothing.
mid-30s. so it doesn't really do anything for you. This is the last house, and then I think we go back to the Elder and poke him until he lets us in his basement. Oh, this is the jerk, Mr. Bedere.
Nothing.
I'm not sure what the nature of his jerkage is, but I remember him being a jerk.
Item.
And also he's got a bodyguard hired from the capital somehow.
Gold. Nothing.
I don't know, like the game doesn't expect you to get 30, 35 in every class. The class level 35 skills are all like the super skills, like
Gold.
double cast and resurrection and stuff.
Nothing.
Resurrection as distinct from a high-powered spell. I'm hoping that I'll get
Nothing.
class level 35
Nothing.
in a couple of jobs per character.
Gold.
What does that even mean? The Elder lets my master be proud.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's definitely an encouragement to specialise the characters. But also, the class roles are designed so that you wouldn't want
Nothing.
more than one or two of them. Even like a healer, I don't really need 2 white mages or 2 people with high level white mage abilities. What's your deal?
Nothing.
So, what the bodyguard was saying was in some way a comment on what Bedere was saying. Yes. Okay, I don't know, the classes aren't, like, massively unbalancing in this. You need to have multiple classes to have a reasonable chance of survival, and it's just a case of which playstyles you prefer. That's a comment that the game gets a lot, is that it's very umatsu. But like, it's... all these designers are very much doing... working on this game, are very much doing their thing. Like, the... you know, the Sakaguchi writing is very... straightforward, central hero melody stuff, hero narrative stuff, and it's just unabashedly Toriyama art as well. Damn it, what do I have to do to trigger the next part of the plot? I shall try going back to the town entrance. Honk.
ああ、もうこんなとこで時間食ってる場合じゃないのに。
ここに入ったの失敗だった。
それを言うな、それを。ネネの手がかりがあると思ったんだよ。
落ち着けよシュ。それについちゃ僕だって失敗したって思ってるんだからさ。
お前は落ち着きすぎ。
どうしようもないだろ。
クルックのことが心配じゃないのかよ。
心配だよすごく。